for the fans. The glory for the pinstripes.
The best player available is on the market, and our biggest rivals are ready to pay whatever it takes. The Yankees have a choice: act like the evil empire and secure our future, or watch a generational talent put on an enemy uniform. The bidding war has already begun. For the full breakdown of this battle, subscribe to the channel and don't miss a single move. What's going on, Yanks Nation? Welcome back. Today, I've got some piping hot info, straight from the inside, about a move that could define the future of our team for the next 10 years. We're talking about a caliber of player that doesn't hit the market often, and the pinstripers are watching closely. With the end of the 2025 season approaching, the front office, led by Brian Cashman, already has the chessboard set for free agency, and the pieces are massive. We know Trent Grisham will be testing the market, and all signs point to Cody Bellinger opting out of his contract to chase an even bigger deal. That opens up a significant hole in our outfield, a hole that can't just be filled by anyone. We need a big impact name, a player who can come in, put on the pinstripes, and produce from day one. And that's where one name emerges with the force of a Judge home run in the 9th inning: Kyle Tucker. For those who aren't fully up to speed, let's get to the facts. Tucker, the Chicago Cubs right fielder, is only 28 years old and has already built an enviable resume. We're talking about a player with 4 All-Star Game selections, a Silver Slugger Award, and a Gold Glove. He's not just an elite hitter, he's a complete player who impacts the game on both defense and offense. He is exactly the kind of talent the Bronx Bombers need to solidify the lineup and chase that 28th title. But, like everything in New York, the price is steep. And when I say steep, I'm talking about a figure that could shatter records. ESPN, through Kylie McDaniel, did a deep dive, consulting 20 scouts, executives, and agents to project Tucker's contract. And the numbers are jaw-dropping. The average of all projections comes out to a 10.1-year contract, totaling $391.5 million. That gives you an average annual value of $38.8 million. The median projection, to be precise, lands right at the $390 million mark. And if that wasn't enough to make you sweat, some of those projections reached an unbelievable $500 million. The main comparison that keeps coming up in these conversations is Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s $500 million extension with the Toronto Blue Jays. That's the level of this discussion. We are talking about a monumental investment, a commitment that will impact the club's payroll for an entire decade. The big question hanging over the Bronx is this: are Hal Steinbrenner and Brian Cashman willing to get in this fight and act like the evil empire everyone knows? Signing Tucker wouldn't just be filling a roster spot. It would be a statement to the entire league that the Yankees aren't messing around and that the goal, as always, is a World Series ring. A player with his skill set, a lefty power bat tailor-made for the short porch at Yankee Stadium, would be a lethal weapon in the middle of a lineup that already features Aaron Judge and, hopefully, Juan Soto. It would be the formation of a simply devastating offensive trio. Now, let's talk about the reality of the market, because we are not alone in this hunt. If the Yankees decide that Kyle Tucker is the target, the competition is going to be fierce, and it's coming from all sides. According to the insiders polled by ESPN, there's a strong feeling across the industry that the Los Angeles Dodgers are the team to beat. They have a history of going after the big fish, they have the financial might, and frankly, they always seem to find a way to close these massive deals. The Dodgers were mentioned by multiple experts as Tucker's likely landing spot, which already puts immense pressure on Brian Cashman. But it doesn't stop there. Jeff Passan, another extremely reliable source at ESPN, has already reported that other heavyweight teams will be in the mix. The Philadelphia Phillies, for instance, desperately need a big corner outfielder, and they've proven they aren't afraid to open up the checkbook. The San Francisco Giants are another team that needs a star to put alongside Rafael Devers and energize their fan base. And of course, we can't rule out the Chicago Cubs, who, despite some skepticism about their willingness to pay top dollar, will make an effort to keep their franchise player. This sets the stage for an all-out bidding war, where the price is only going to go up. There's also a small variable to consider: Tucker is currently on the injured list with a left calf strain. While the expectation is that he'll return, there's no absolute guarantee he'll be 100% for the postseason. Any injury, no matter how minor, becomes a question mark when you're about to offer a 10-year, nearly $400 million contract. The Yankees front office will have to weigh all the risks and rewards. The reward is clear: adding a top-5 offensive player in the league, right in his prime, and fortifying the team for a long window of contention. The risk is the financial weight of a contract of that magnitude, which could limit other moves in the future. At the end of the day, the decision comes down to a philosophy. The Yankees are the Yankees, we are the Bronx Bombers. The expectation from the fans, from the bleacher creatures to every single fan around the globe, is excellence. And excellence, more often than not, comes at an exorbitant price. So, my final analysis is this: Kyle Tucker is the perfect piece, at the perfect time, but for the highest possible price. The need is real, the talent is undeniable. The question is whether our front office has the guts and the resources to outbid teams like the Dodgers in a bidding war. Now I want to hear from you, Yanks Nation. Looking at these numbers, $390 million, maybe $500 million over 10 years. Do you think it's worth it? Is Kyle Tucker the move that guarantees us our next title, or is it too big of a financial risk? Drop your comments below. I want to see the debate. If you want to keep getting the latest news and in-depth analysis on our Yankees, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notifications bell. That way, you won't miss a thing.